Today you will hear a fun movie story. The English is simple and slow. You can listen many times. Each listen makes your ears stronger. The story is from Zootopia. It has a bunny and a fox. They chase clues and solve a big case. Why you enjoy the story? Your English listening grows every day. Now relax, press play, and follow the story.
A few days ago, an elephant opened a shop. He sold big ice cream every day. Everything looked clean and fresh. Nick came to buy a big popsicle. It was his little boy's birthday. The elephant did not trust foxes. He did not want to sell it. Who could break a child's dream? The elephant said he could refuse anyone. He told Nick to move away. The little fox looked very sad. A rabbit police officer walked over. She asked about nose boogers on food. The elephant froze on the spot. He finally agreed to sell it. But Nick forgot his wallet at home. The little fox looked sad again. Judy paid for the big popsicle. She just wanted the kid happy. You are Judy, Nick said. You are Nick, she replied. Nick Wilde, he smiled. Her name is Judy Hopps. She is a very kind police officer. As a kid, she loved justice. She helped small animals at school. She stood up when they were bullied. She grew up and trained very hard. Judy became a top police student. She was the first rabbit officer. On her first day, she went to work. Her co-workers all looked big and strong. Judy looked small and soft. Judy tried to say hello to them. Then the buffalo chief walked in. Quiet, quiet, he shouted loudly. 14 animals were now missing. They were all meat eaters. The chief gave out many cases. But he gave nothing to Judy. You are too small, he said. He sent her to do parking work. Judy started to write parking tickets. She walked fast between the cars. She wrote 200 tickets. She did it in one morning.
We tell movie stories in simple English, so you can picture everything in your mind. and learn English naturally through understanding. Follow the challenge, make learning English easier.
After work, it was time to go home. She saw the little fox again. He was collecting melted red juice. Judy felt very confused. She followed Nick quietly from behind. She wanted to know his plan. Nick was really good at business. He melted the one big popsicle. He made many tiny popsicles. He sold them to office workers. The cost was low, just one stick. But the price became very high. Nick made a lot of money. The hamsters threw away the sticks. Nick picked up all the sticks. He sold them to mice on sight. No kiss for Dad, Nick joked. You liar, Judy shouted at him. It's smart business, not lying. I am not a liar, Nick said. Am I under arrest now? He asked. Why? I did nothing wrong. Judy still wanted to argue. Sly fox, she said angrily. Dumb bunny, he answered back. Judy felt very hurt inside. Just then, the shop owner ran in. He said his shop was robbed. Judy felt excited at once. She took off her yellow vest. She ran after the thief fast. The weasel ran down the street. He rushed into a tiny mouse town. Judy followed him into the town. The town was full of tiny mice. One wrong step could crush them. The weasel threw a huge donut. Judy moved aside very fast. For the mice, it was giant. Judy jumped and caught the donut. Thank you, a tiny mouse said. The weasel tried to run again. Judy caught him the next second. Back at the station, the chief was mad. A bag of onions caused big danger. They are not onions, Judy said. Close your tiny mouth, he replied. Then Mrs. Otter rushed into the room. Her husband had gone missing. The chief said they lacked officers. They would still try to find him. I will find him, Judy promised. She took the case by herself. The chief became even more angry. Mrs. Otter left the office crying. You are fired, the chief shouted. What? Judy cried in shock. The door opened again, at once. The assistant mayor, Bellwether, walked in. Hello, assistant mayor, Judy said. Bellwether praised Judy again and again. The chief could not fire her now. He gave Judy 48 hours. She had to solve the missing case. There was only one clear clue. A photo of Mr. Otter at night. The photo came from a street camera. Let me borrow this, Judy said. Thanks, she added softly. Judy used a bottle as a magnifier. She saw him eating a red popsicle. That meant Nick had met Mr. Otter. Judy went to find Nick again. This case is very important, she said. Please stop and listen a moment. Time is money, Nick answered. Nick refused to help at first. Judy locked his baby stroller. Nick wheeled, Judy said firmly. You are under arrest now. Why? Nick asked in surprise. For tax evasion, Judy replied. Nick had made a lot of money. He had paid RO taxes. If he refused, he would be punished. Slife ox, huh? Judy said. He got you, the little fox laughed. Nick had no choice anymore. He agreed to help Judy. Nick followed the clue step by step. He took Judy to a spa club. Mr. Otter loved to come here. They watched the camera at the door. Mr. Otter left in a big black car. They also got the car plate number. Find the owner, find the clue. Nick took Judy to the DMV. He wanted his friend there to help. But the friend was a slow sleuth. Flash, long time no see, Nick said. Great to see you, buddy, he added. Sloth Flash moved very, very slowly. But his nickname was still Flash. 1 long hour slowly went by. Flash finally typed the full number. Nick then told Flash a short joke. Why 3 humps on the camel? I don't know, Flash answered. She is pregnant, Nick said slowly. Flash started to laugh, very slowly. After hours, they got the car info. Mr. Otter was taken by that car. The car was parked in Tundra Town. Yes, it was far, cold Tundra Town. When they left, it was already dark. Sloths worked fast like slow lightning. They reached Tundra Town late at night. The place was closed and empty. They climbed over a high wall. Soon they found the big black car. Inside, many scratch marks covered the seats. They also found Mr. Otter's wallet. Nick suddenly looked very nervous. The car belonged to Mr. Big. Two polar bears grabbed Judy and Nick. They were aching to see Mr. Big. Mr. Big was a tiny old mouse. But he was the local crime boss. Nick once sold him a fur blanket. It was made from skunk butt fur. Mr. Big felt deeply insulted then. "Drop them in the ice," he said. His polar bear men pulled them away. Suddenly Mr. Big's daughter ran out. She saw Judy and knew her at once. Judy had saved her wedding earlier. Mr. Big changed his mind immediately. He let Judy and Nick go free. He also shared one big secret. Mr. Otter was his garden worker. One day he suddenly went crazy. He scratched everything around him. He hurt the driver's right eye. They needed more details. So they went to the driver's home. They wanted to ask about that day. But the driver went crazy too. He jumped at them like a wild animal. Judy and Nick ran for their lives. They hid inside a big tree hole. Judy called the police station. Judy slipped and almost fell down. Nick was attacked by the driver. Judy grabbed a chain on the bridge. She locked the crazy driver tightly. Then something went wrong again. Judy and Nick fell off the bridge. Vines under the bridge saved them. The chief arrived with backup. Judy led him to the driver. "He was right here," she said. But the driver had disappeared. The chief did not believe Judy. Judy asked Nick to be her witness. "Believe a fox? No way," he said. After that, they trusted each other more. Nick shared his story with Judy. When he was young, he had a dream. He wanted to be a police officer. He wanted to protect people and animals. But other kids put a muzzle on him. Just because he was a fox predator. That hurt him very deeply inside. Judy tried to comfort him softly. Nick suddenly had a good idea. There were cameras everywhere in the city. They went to see Assistant Mayor Bellwether. They asked to watch the camera videos. They saw the crazy driver taken away. 2 wolves grabbed him into a car. They followed the clue to a secret place. They sneaked into the old building. A wolf smelled their scent nearby. Judy pulled Nick inside quickly. They used a sewer tunnel to hide. They checked room after room. They found the missing animals inside. They also found Mr. Otter tied up. All the missing animals were here. Suddenly, the big door opened. Judy and Nick hid behind a wall. The city mayor, Lionheart, walked in. The doctor of the lab walked into. Judy started to record with her phone. They talked about the wild animals. Think about their animal nature, he said. All crazy animals here worm-eat eaters. We cannot hide this forever, he said. Judy's phone suddenly rang out. The guards rushed to check the noise. Judy and Nick tried to open the door. But the door would not open. Wolves rushed into the room. But Judy and Nick were already gone. They escaped through a toilet pipe. They reached a safe place outside. Judy sent the video to the chief. The chief heard the news at once. He sent many officers to arrest the mayor. All missing animals were taken home. The next day, there was a press conference. Judy brought a police form for Nick. She wanted Nick as her police partner. It was also Nick's childhood dream. The chief asked Judy to speak on stage. Only meat eaters go crazy? A reporter asked. Yes, maybe because of their nature, Judy said. Nick could not accept her words. He was a meat eater too. The photos showed muzzled predators. Nick remembered his own past. He had once worn a muzzle too. After the speech, Judy went to Nick. She did not know she hurt him. Predators go wild again for some reason, she said. Are you sure? Nick asked quietly. I just said the facts, she answered. You never saw a crazy bunny, right? He said. True, but foxes do, Judy replied. Don't say that, Nick said sadly. Will I eat you one day? Nick asked. Judy stepped back without thinking. Nick felt completely heartbroken. He thought she never truly trusted him. He turned around and walked away. Judy's words caused chaos in the city. Meat-eaters were feared and pushed away. Judy slowly realized her big mistake. I hurt you, she said to herself. Hit me, yell at me if you want. Come here, let's hug, she imagined. Judy finally left her police job. At home, she helped on her parents' farm. One day she heard night howlers again. She learned they were actually special flowers. Animals went crazy after eating those flowers. A kid once ate one and went wild. Judy finally saw the real truth. Everything was part of a big plan. She rushed back to Zootopia again. Where is Nick? She asked her friends. Please tell me, I beg you. She finally found Nick in the city. She gave a long, honest apology. Nick forgave her after some time. Judy and Nick teamed up once more. They wanted to find the full truth. They found the weasel thief again. He still held a grudge against Judy. He refused to tell them anything. Mr. Big helped the two friends. The weasel finally told the truth. I stole those flowers for money, he said. The clue led them to a wren named Doug. They reached a secret train yard. Inside, they found many night howler flowers. Doug suddenly walked into the train car. Judy and Nick hid under a table. Doug used a strange machine. He turned flowers into blue liquid. He made many small blue balls. He loaded them into special guns. Yes, this is Doug, he said. Who is our next target? A voice asked. Doug shot animals with the blue balls. The animals went crazy right away. Judy and Nick took the gun and case. They planned to drive the train away. Dugget Acton broke the train. The train crashed near the city. Judy and Nick jumped out in time. Most flowers exploded in the crash. Only one weapon box stayed safe. Nick held the box tightly in his arms. They ran toward the police station. But Assistant Mayor Bellwether appeared. She asked Judy to give her the box. Judy felt something was wrong. Bellwether came at a perfect time. Judy refused to hand over the box. Bellwether ordered her sheep guards. The assistant mayor was the true villain. Judy and Nick tried hard to escape. Doug hit them and they fell in a pit. Bellwether picked up the special gun. She shot Nick with a blue ball. Then she called the police on her phone. She wanted Nick to go crazy. She wanted Nick to attack Judy. Then police would shoot the wild fox. Nick acted like a crazy animal. He walked slowly toward Judy. "Goodbye, Bunny," he said coldly. "Blood, blood," he shouted loudly. But Nick was not really crazy. They had changed the bullets earlier. Inside the gun were only blueberries. They had recorded Bellwether's words. "Shoot every meat eater," she said. "I don't care at all," she added. The full truth was finally revealed. The sheep team was all arrested. A cure for the crazy animals was made. All crazy animals slowly got better. People stopped fearing meat eaters. Life in Zootopia returned to normal. Nick became a real police officer.
We tell movie stories in simple English, so you can picture everything in your mind and learn English naturally through understanding. Follow the challenge, make learning English easier.